right, so here he is, a man who needs no introduction, the former K1 World Grand Prix champion, heavyweight contender, ALISTAIR Overeem. Kind of surprised you haven't shared the octagon with this guy yet.
Yes, we have seen ALISTAIR Overeem for a really long time. We've seen the ups, we've seen the downs. From the highest of highs as the Strikeforce heavyweight champ to the lowest of lows. He's been here and he's been around forever. But the one thing that you know when you think about ALISTAIR Overeem is that when things get tough, he will evolve. He will get better. And recently, he has been back on the upswing in his career.
ALISTAIR Overeem, the man many of these fight fans have come out to see here tonight. All right, so here he is, one of the consensus greatest of all time, the newly minted UFC heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones. And I think by and large, this sport is better when he is in it. Tonight, he tries to successfully defend his UFC heavyweight title.
Yeah, Jon Jones at heavyweight is something that we have waited for a really long time. And to say that he delivered would be a massive understatement as he won the fight the way that he did. Jon Jones, once again, building on such a strong legacy.
Few guys relish fight night as much as Jon Jones. You see him grinning ear to ear as soon as he hits the tunnel. We'll see how it goes in title defense number 1. Jon Jones, one of the greatest of all time, has graced the octagon yet again. Johnny Bones is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, ALISTAIR Overeem. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Jon Bones Jones!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so Daniel Cormier's got 8 UFC championship belts at home. The only man who might have a more crowded mantle, ALISTAIR Overeem, Strikeforce, K1 Dream, and tonight trying to inch closer to UFC gold as he takes on Jon Bones Jones.
You know, ALISTAIR Overeem is a guy that when he came to the UFC, he was just an absolute destroyer. And that is the version of Overeem we have seen as of late. But Jon Jones at heavyweight has proven to be such a difficult challenge. He has the wrestling, he has the striking, and now he has the size to compete against the biggest men in mixed martial arts. I'm excited about this fight. Overeem says he can get the job done. Now it's time to prove it.
Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking group.
I mean, and stringing them together so effectively, never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
Oh, man, look what that one body shot did to his opponent.
That shows the power and the placement. It was placed perfectly and not decided to cover.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently. That was a slick transition.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Jones.
He passes to half.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Late round action now, and the storyline has been Jon Jones really from the outset. The ground and pound has been absolutely vicious.
Yeah, just getting back to himself, Jay. Getting back to, I'm the guy that's going to take you down and put your head through the canvas. He got takedowns early. He made sure that he took advantage of being in dominant position and made his opponent's pay.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head.
Move, scramble, tumble out, get yourself up in a good position, a better position.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground. Huge elbow there. "45 seconds to go here in round one. "30 seconds now to go in the round. Under 20 seconds now to go. Jones is right back to the full mount. Making all these shots count. Horn sounds for the end of round one.
You had him blocked last round. Great job putting those combinations together. He's ready to be KO'd. This round, I really need you to step up and put the pressure on him.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. A huge round, particularly when it came to that liver strike that really buckled his opponent.
It buckled his opponent bad. I'm surprised that the guy's still standing. I don't know exactly what his corner can do to try to bring him back. When you take those types of strikes, you generally don't recover fast. Let's see what they do to try to bring him back.
All right, here we go, the start of round two. Jon Jones. And on the other side, ALISTAIR Overeem. Oh, he's got a big knee to the body. We'll see if he can follow up. Just misses there with the left. Oh, beautiful job there by the Reem on the feet as he gets that kick to the desired target. Now we'll see if he can follow it up. Nice jab.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Use those legs, use those legs. Punish him with the kick.
Gets to the single collar tie.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Protect your face.
Oh, there's the head kick. It's blocked. Oh, he's got him hurting here. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here.
Big double leg, double change.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Arm still not out of harm's way yet.
Look at all the pressure on the arm.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
All right, round 3 coming up next.
Nice work out there. You see everything coming. I want you to keep hitting it. Bring him close to you. Look for those counters. Love the head movement and the leverage out there.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Pretty good head kick there. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Effective with the jab. Well, as we pull up the numbers there, bottom of your screen, the body strikes really tell the story in this one. That was a big focus for his camp coming in, and he has certainly worked that midsection to great effect here tonight.
Big shot lands for both guys.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Low kick is there. Oh, pretty good combination of leg kicks there by the Reem. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent. Oh, nice change up on the tempo there as the hook in the clinch lands by Jones. All right, so now a huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, going in the fight.
Right, going for a single leg takedown here. That is usually his takedown attempt of choice, and works out for him there.
Absolutely. He is comfortable. He is home when he's in on a single leg. Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. There's a lot of good movement.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by the Reem. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. All right, less than a minute here to go now in round 3. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Right back.
Nice block.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, I'm being told we've got some replays from the previous round, and it appears as though the cut on the bridge of the nose is getting worse by the minute.
It's getting worse by the minute, and he's got an opponent in front of him that wants to target it. He wants to hit him on the nose over and over again. I wonder if every time he gets hit there, the blood goes down into the mouth, making it difficult to breathe.
All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion. He closes the distance beautifully. He's got a single collar tie. Fighter lands a nasty kick. Nice leg kick.
Oh, he continues to attack the body yet again here, just as he did in the previous round.
He lands a big knee to the body.
We'll see if he can finish.
Gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to glare on his opponent. Massive shots. He's laying down ground and pound. If he doesn't move on the bottom, he's gonna get finished.
Looks like the referee could step in here. All right, feet on the hips here. Lands the ground and pound strike here. These ground strikes are starting to add up. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Jones is back inside control here. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
15 seconds. Jones is back in full mount. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, so there is the horn at times in that previous round. I didn't think we'd get here after that head kick nearly had him out of there.
It was a good round leading up to that. But when you take a head kick like that, when your opponent gets your entire body into that kick, usually the night's over. Very tough to still be standing, but he can't take many more.
Oh, side kick lands. Well, this is crazy that this fight is still going on. An appreciative crowd, obviously getting behind both fighters. Both guys just brawling like crazy in that previous round.
They both came with an idea that they were collecting.
I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs. Boom! Big jab. Oh, nice level change.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off of the hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Back to his feet.
He's hurt so bad. He's got to find safety. Find a way that you can recover. Oh, nice body shot. Body shot.
3 minutes now to go in this one.
Oh, whoa, both landed. Beautiful job by the champion.
Jones has got a bruise starting to appear on that right side of his body now. Always be closing. Busy in the clinch here. The punch is good.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Well, what a great show. Somehow, his opponent stayed up.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Well, that overhand. Oh, how good was that flying knee? Jones goes in for the takedown now, and he gets it. Beautiful transition there, and he was getting worked on the feet, so a nice job to get the fight to the ground. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
So the blood really starting to flow. And oh, huge elbow!
And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, JON Jones!
All right, so you heard it there from Bruce. Congratulations to Jon Jones, your winner tonight by decision. Had to dig deep at times against a credentialed opponent, but result usually the same, a W for Johnny Bones Jones.
Championship medal is what this guy has built his entire career on. His ability to withstand the pressure of the big moment. Once again, in the big moment, he thrives and wins another massive decision over another very tough opponent.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like this matchup for him, and those people are ripping up their betting tickets as we speak. Congratulations to Jon Jones.